Mr. Kaberger, it is known to all that the shortage of resource, air pollution, climate change, these are huge problems. So what's the key issue of the future energy development?
I think the key issue is that we now have an opportunity that we haven't had before. The industrial development of renewable energies, transmission technology and batteries have made it possible to continue to develop a wealthy society and economic growth with renewable sources of energy, and we are no longer limited by the finite resources of fossil fuels and uranium, nor of the air pollution or accidents that come with these non-renewable sources of electricity.
As you said, so what's the most effective way to reduce the cost of the renewable energy?
Well, as has been demonstrated by China, by Germany over the last decade, scaling up, gaining industrial experience, and by deploying and learning, being able to reduce the cost is a mechanism that will continue to operate. The more renewable energy technology you produce, the better you get at producing it, the lower the cost become. And that has been successful for the last couple of decades, and it will almost certainly continue in the coming years.
And the world is really concerned about the nuclear disaster in Japan, so there are so many discussions on the internet. So what's the situation now? I mean, like the food, ocean, and so on.
Well, there are environmental effects. This will continue for a long time into the future, and it will also create a lot of costs that have to be borne by the Japanese people. So it is not only an environmental issue, it's also an economic issue, and that is why renewables appear such a good alternative to these non-renewable sources. You don't have the pollutant effects, and you can now also provide energy at lower costs.
So I'm wondering that the nuclear radiation pollutes the seawater, soil, so whether it has impact on the renewable energy or renewable resource.
Well, the main impact is that it makes renewables appear attractive, and investments, particularly in solar energy, has increased a lot in Japan. A lot of people are concerned about the need to substitute the non-renewable sources, nuclear as well as fossil fuels, with renewables, and therefore they are investing in solar panels on their rooftops and also together in larger solar installations in Japan.